Okay, let's get it. What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Sean from Collector's Closet, coming at you with another review. And today we're going to take a look at the Mcfarlane Spawn Cygor. Now, this is an older figure. I had not had a chance to get around to opening it and reviewing it. So here we are. I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen plenty of reviews, but you know me, I got to give my honest take on it. So here we are. Big box, giggity, showcasing the figure, the lack of accessories, whatever. Spawn, Cygor, 14 plus, not a toy. Here's the side panel, dope ass image. See the chains and shit that we don't get. I hate when they do that. It just shows more shit that we don't get. Back in the day, man, you was getting all of this shit, dope ass sculpt, paint, all that from Mcfarlane, man. It was hindering in articulation, but you got the real chains and all that shit. Here's the image of the actual toy. Mcfarlane Toys, 22 moving parts. And here's the side image on that. But this is a big ass box. If you're new to the channel, we do unboxes live, raw, uncut, no editing allowed. Let me get my Sergeant Slaughter Army Green knife handy. Watch the flick of the wrist. Bong. And let's get right into it. Like I said, man, I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen the reviews on this. The good, the bad, the ugly, and I agree with majority of it. The problems and issues that this figure has. But I also think that it's still a dope ass figure overall. Just found a box. And let's see. I don't know if this is tied down or what. You got all this. It's taped to the back. The back of this. Get the knife again. Cut this off. Tape here. Bong. Bong. And there's another piece of tape. Bong. Found a knife. And I think it is just twisty ties, man. You get the display stand, which I have no idea why we have that, because that shit ain't gonna do nothing with this big ass figure. But we have it. He's heavy as shit. And the ties on this, man, is, man, I mean, it's like crazy. I have no idea what's the point. And I mean, the ties are super long. I might have to, I'm gonna edit this out because of how long these damn ties are. I'm not even sure if anybody is even checking for this figure. I do know that a lot of places are clearancing this guy out, so it may be something that you may be wanting to look into getting now that it's being clearanced out. If you didn't want to spend that, let me get this shit out first. He's heavy as shit, man. Right out of packaging, he can stand, though. You dig? There he is. Like I was saying, man, this guy is being clearanced out. And if you've been on the fence waiting for it to get clearanced out, check your GameStops. I'm not sure if Target still has them. I know some GameStops, a lot of my GameStops in my area still has him on the shelf. And he is a lot cheaper than what he was when he first came out. I think this thing was 50 bucks. So, yeah. And that's what I paid, unfortunately. But we're going to talk about it. First thing first, let's get something out the way. The diaper is trash as hell. This is just terrible. I mean, let's just get that right out the way. The diaper is trash. And that's one of the biggest downsides to this figure is this diaper. This is when I think Mcfarlane was trying new shit, which I do appreciate him doing, but I wish when he would try new shit, that when it's brought to the table before it is released to the public, that they have time to hash a lot of the problems out and give things a yay or nay, and not just throw it out, because this is one of his creations right here. And I feel that he should have went all out on this guy. You know what I mean? But we're gonna talk about it. First of all, let's I'm trying to let's get him like this, man. Hell. It's the way you want him anyway, really. Let's get a roundabout. Now the scope and detail and paint is fabulous. No, it's not the best. It's not, there is some paint apps and things that he could have done better. He could have added more paint. This thing would have been like $70-$80. And to be honest, had he added all of that shit, better diaper, a little bit better articulation, more paint, real chains, I think I would have been down to pay like $70 for it. But giving it a roundabout, man, that head sculpt is fucking phenomenal. And I'm not just being a hype beast. My Mcfarlane mercenaries, you know what time it is, man. Hasbro henchmen fall back for a little bit. But look at the detail here. Look at the teeth. Let me bring this dude close. Check that head sculpt out. The teeth are done very well. The tongue is painted and nice wash to it. Nice wash to the teeth. Tongue looks kind of wet. Red eyes. Get the red paint in the cuts. The staples throughout the body. Red paint. The staples are painted. Nice wash to the silver. A fucking shit ton of sculpt. Get some blue, some gold. The head. And I do like something now, man, as far as the articulation. This robotic shit on the head. The legs. The fur sculpt is excellent. The sculpt on this dude is, you get this gold rubberized tubing connected from the forearm to the bicep. I mean, look at the hands, yo. Now, it sucks that we don't get alternate hands, but I mean, what do you expect, man? He's a gorilla. Like, people were like, oh, I wish he would have had different. Man, fuck that. I mean, it is what it is, man. You can't get everything. I mean, for $50. I mean, this is a big chunk of plastic, ton of sculpt detail, some paint, some inner workings in here. Get the paint in there. I mean, you're not gonna get it all, man. But this is definitely a beautiful looking figure. Now, as far as articulation, man, you've seen it before. The head can look up that far. Looking down, not so much. You don't get much looking down. But he does have that swing to the head where it pivots and swings this way. Right? You also get it to turn. So I'm very well pleased with the motion of this head. Yeah, you don't get much down, but hell, that swing alone is good enough for me. As far as the shoulders, they do hinge forward. They go back. This side, this is nice and rubbery, so it gets out the way. Goes up, goes back. You probably get 360, but I don't give a shit about 360. Get a 90-degree bend on the elbow, though. Single jointed elbow. Not mad at that. Let's see if I get this one to bend. It's a little tight. This does stretch a little bit, but you want to be careful. But you get a nice bend out of that. So there it is. Stretches, but you want to be careful with that. Wrist rotate, and you get this big ass hinge that's ratcheted. In and out. Nice range. No complaints there. And it rotates. And you get a little sway in the elbow. It's really not like a boss set or your traditional rotation, but it's there. You don't get a cut at the mid, at the ab cut, which is it's the only thing I don't like, man. It's down here. He can get your hula hoop action. Not much forward, not much back. Get some tilt side to side. That diaper is just like hideous, man. I mean, I guess you could push it up, pose it, push it up how you see fit, but if you get this guy standing all the way up like so, it creates a huge gap. That's crazy. I don't know how this made it to production with that, but it did. And I think it was terrible. You can even see the inner workings. That looks crazy, yo. And it looks like this. I don't even know. Ah, man, I can't tell. Legs. Kick forward. Let me move this out the way. That far. Going back. That far. And all of this just looks crazy. You get a thigh cut more in than out. You get a single jointed knee. It may be double jointed. That's it straight. And it bends up pretty good. And the ankle has a hinge, but it can only hinge down that far. You do this one. Can only hinge down pretty much flat. Hinging up, not much. And you don't get any kind of rock out of that. Just a little bit. So that's kind of a bummer. But posing this guy up, man, my shoulders are killing me trying to reach around and handle this big dude, man. Let's see. Getting him posed up. You can push the diaper up. Rotate the arm. Get him in this monkey pose. Now, I wish I could have him standing and like holding like spawn or something. Let's see. Oh, the legs do hinge. You get great range. Look at this. Man, no, this shit is all over the place. It's nice and ratcheted though. But the leg kicks out pretty far though. That's pretty cool. But you're gonna have this guy in really a gorilla walking on all four pose, man. The diaper is the only thing I do not like on this guy. And yeah. Yeah. Man, he's a big dude, man. I will say that. Man. Now, I do have that vinyl one by Mcfarlane, that Raw 10 vinyl one. It's upstairs, man, so I'm not going to be able to run up there and get that to do a comparison. Matter of fact, I think I will. I'm going to pause the video. Let me grab that, and we'll be right back at it. Okay, so we back at it. I had to grab a couple things, but I did want to get that vinyl one by Mcfarlane, that Raw 10 one. There's this guy. It's a lot of figure. Let me move this. Push that out to the side. We got my man Spawn on the throne. We got to move him. Get some room. And there it is. This is I think this was a Walmart exclusive. I don't know. It was just a little vinyl one. Hollow, hard plastic. But check this out. The size differences is crazy. This thing is a lot bigger. Still get that dope ass detail and sculpt on them. They think this thing was like $20. $20. Yeah, it's limited in articulation, but hell. This is the spinneret from that Marvel Legends 2-pack. And this thing here, even bigger than one of his arms. You know, this was $26. It's crazy, man. But this was $20. Articulation is like limited, but hell, man, it looked dope as hell, man. You know what I mean? Just get rotation, but the sculpt, look at the pain in the mouth. Let's see, man. Let me try to zoom out a little bit. Lift this up. Check it out, man. Get the teeth and the paint and the sculpt. This is all hard plastic too. Just like this. But look at those guys, how they look. Look at the detail. Pull this back, man. So you guys can see this shit. This was $20. Looks pretty good. The detail, the sculpt, the paint, the dry brushing. I mean, I still like this thing, man, and it's gonna stay on my shelf too. Now with this one, right? I have both of these on the shelf, man. Man, that looks good as hell. All right. Enough of the hype beast. Here's that Violator. Mcfarlane Spawn Violator. That's how those guys scale and look. These some big mega figures too, man. They look good as hell together, yo. For real. If you're not collecting this line, man, and I had all of this shit when I was collecting Mcfarlane Spawn back in the day, but it's all long gone. The sculpt, the detail, the paint, man, this shit is dope. Look how that looks together. Yeah, you got some issues here, but man, it looks damn good. And yeah, it was $50, but now you can get this shit for like $30 now. Let me get where'd he go? I had there he is. NECA's King Kong. Got him in his boxing stance. NECA be firing on all cylinders too. So I'm gonna have a shelf of just like gorillas, you dig? Look how that looks. Man. Let me get that Gorilla Grodd by Mcfarlane. And again, when it comes to that sculpt and paint and shit, man, he nails it. Look at the faces on these dudes, man. Tell me this ain't fucking cool, yo. You dig? I like that. Let's move him off to the side. These two guys off to the side. Do a little bit more comparisons. Let's see. Let me get this standing. Let's get that Frost King by Mcfarlane, the Build-A-Figure. I mean, this shit just, come on, man. Come on, I mean, what are we doing? Mcfarlane be firing, bro. You can talk shit, man, but they continue to improve. They give us dope sculpts, crazy detail and paint for a reasonable price. Here's the Lobo from Mcfarlane Toys. So those guys scale and look. Let's move that a little bit closer. And here's that Nightfall Batman by Mcfarlane. We on a Mcfarlane rant right now, yo. For real. Can't have a size comparison without my dude Major Blood in the building. Looking good. Of course, G.I. Joe. Always firing. On all cylinders. Let's get my girl Riri out here. I mean, $20. I mean, yeah, this came out. I think it was either 40 or $50. But look at all the shit you're getting, though. You know what I'm saying? At least he's trying. Yeah, he may be missing, that's what every company, though. It's going to be things you don't like or do like. Here's that Spider-Man from that 2-pack. Spider-Man and Spinneret 2-pack. And of course, let's move him back off to the side. Spawn on the throne. Check that shit out. Now tell me that ain't cool, bro. Like, really? That's dope. Anyway, that's your look at the Mcfarlane Spawn Cygor. Like I said, man, this thing is being clearanced out, so make sure you guys are checking your GameStops. I know I'm seeing a lot of them in GameStops. I haven't seen them in Target in a while. Yeah, some Targets may have them. But if you could get this thing, man, for $30 or under, man, I say get it. Definite buy. Anyway, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and share. Let me know what you think about this one. And you guys know my saying, man. It's your boy Sean, and I'm out. 1.